to get this one started. And off we go from Highmark Stadium. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Garindo. And have him gain up about a handful there. Brought down by Rasul Douglas. All right, here we go. 2nd down. They'll go right back to Garindo. And he'll get it up to the 44. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first. Purdy to throw it. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. So that brings up 2nd down. Play action now with Purdy. Caught by Deebo Samuel. And he's going to score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take a 6-0 lead right away. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And that one is going to go out of bounds. Wow, they're going to get great field position out of this. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Now a give to Cook, running left. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Going to the ground again on first. Jukes out a one-stop. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Working quickly here. Again, it's Cook. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Allen on 3rd and short. That's caught for the first. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Cook trying this one up the gut. And he's able to rip off a chunk of red zone yardage to the 10. Offense up to the line fast. Allen on the play action. He's got it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains in his early downs.
Cook does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. They will not get another play off. We're at the end of one. Neither side separating much so far. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. About to begin the second here. The Bills definitely thinking points. Working from the gun, it's Allen. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills finish off their opening drive. Keon Coleman, the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. The Bills start off with a tie game, 7-7. Bass now to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just like the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. DeMar Hamlin picks it on. And the Bills take possession of the football. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Bob. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Another one for Cook. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Brought down by Javon Hargrave. Allen on 3rd down. Headed out right. Catch is made in close. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Cook runs it in. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills get some late points and the lead. It's a James Cook touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Bass on for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Bills break that tie and now lead by 7. Bass now to kick this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. A good defensive play breaks that one up. So it'll be 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. He fires one deep down the middle. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
On third down, Purdy. And she missed over the middle there. Lucky that one didn't end up worse. That's swatted away, incomplete.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys can have a little fun with him in practice this week, because he looked like the DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. To throw again, it's Purdy. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. New set of downs for them from the 46. Garindo running between the tackles. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line. Purdy setting up that play action. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it brings up a San Francisco first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Purdy on first down. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. With a third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Cut near the goal line. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Working inside the red zone. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers earn the chance to tie before halftime. George Kittle, the touchdown. Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers tie things up at 14. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20. Down to 12 seconds before halftime as they come to the line. First and 10. Here's Allen. And that's incomplete. 7 seconds left. Time for one, maybe 2 more snaps. Couldn't connect with Amari Cooper. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Back to throw it. Escapes the pocket. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half, all tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Trying it left side with Cook. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down. Play action now with Allen. This will be caught by Cooper. It's a race down the right side. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills take the lead right away in half number 2. Amari Cooper, the touchdown. I love plays like this, Brock. Sometimes you just gotta ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up.
Bass now to kick this away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun is Purdy. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Matt Milano in to pick it off. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. You want to know how strong the coverage was there? They even had that underneath throw locked down, Brock, and he took it the other way.
It's really, really hard to find a better rep than that one in coverage. You're so spot on. Covered it down the field. Usually a gimme to the running back. The only thing was a gimme 6.
Bass on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. The Bills double their lead to 14. Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, first and 10. After the pick, Purdy back to the air. That throw finds Kittle. At the 20. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. George Kittle, the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. On is Moody for the extra point. And the kick is good. And the 49ers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And they are just a hop and a skip away from midfield as he goes out of bounds up beyond the 45.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position. And
he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. Offense in the hurry up here. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. 2 yards on the pickup. And that's good for a Bills first down. This is Cook. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Now Allen off the play action. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. And the 49ers take possession in the area of the 38. Worked through his progression, nobody available, and by the time he checked it down to the back, ooh, you could almost see it coming. A defender there to intercept it.
Because those defenders have clocks too. I mean, we get so enamored talking about a quarterback's clock, but defenders do as well, and they know when that quarterback's holding the ball and holding the ball, likely a check down is coming. That is just smart defensive play.
Trying an inside give to Garindo. And he drives ahead for good yardage up to the 45. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. Here's Garindo again. And he's officially into enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first. Now give to Garindo, running left. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They'll try the right side with Garindo. And this one doesn't go far. Only 2 yards on that carry. They're left with 4th and 10. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the 4th. They still need 10, but the offense getting set on 4th down. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. They still need 10, but the offense getting set on 4th down. He's back to throw. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Now it's Cook. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Play action now, Allen. Wow, wide open here, complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. Working quickly here. Allen setting up play action. Buying some time right. And he takes it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the fourth. Amari Cooper, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here. But his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Allen looking to throw this. And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late. Pass now to kick this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. First down throw by Purdy. And that's knocked away. The linebacker got him in the middle of the field. Incomplete.
I'll tell you what, Kate, that's a really nice play in coverage. That linebacker looking like a quarterback on that play. Perhaps those cover guys could take some notes on how to stay in position, and most importantly, swat that pass away.
Back to the air on second. Purdy. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Play action now with Purdy. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's a 49er first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Purdy throwing here on first. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Got to use check, and it's complete. And that will not be enough for a first down.
It's always nice to see teams still employ a fullback. I love rewarding the big guy with some touches during a game. They earn those looks. That was a well-run route, and he showed some soft hands to bring it in.
Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Throwing it again here. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And it sets up second down. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. He'll get this to Samuel. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. You've got a man in motion. From the red zone now. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Pressure drives them backwards.
That's what I call an absolute moment. I mean, that just can't happen down here in the red zone. You've got to find a way to get rid of the football because now you're not only outside the red zone, and you put some points that you thought were
Put the body on the line for his team. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. Garindo. And he hits the end zone. Touchdown. I hope nobody left early, Brock, because we have still got a game. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
Now, how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
That one splits the uprights. And the 49ers get it back to within 1 score. Down inside 30 seconds now. Their hopes resting on finding a way to get this football. And the Bills are going to recover the football, and that should lock up this win.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Now run by Cook. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts them up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
He's throwing for it. And he's into the end zone. The call pays off. They lead by 16 now. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming. They do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for 2.
And safety that backfield, it does certainly get that defense to pass. And it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a 2-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get 2.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap for Purdy. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Bills return the interception close to the red zone. He's stopped inside the 25. Well, he's had the kind of scoring day you love to see out of him. 3 touchdowns in the book so far. But that's 3 interceptions thrown as well. Gotta do without those.
Yeah, you do. The aggressiveness has helped him find the end zone several times, but it's also led him to find defenders several times as well. You got to figure this out. It's a quarterback teeter-totter. How to dial the mistakes back while keeping that aggressive mind.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Charvarius Ward picks it off. And the 49ers make the interception on what is the final play of this game. So the roar of Bills Mafia, it's a win for their guys in Buffalo. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? The fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Greg Zerline out for the opening kick. And away we go from East Rutherford. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now a give to Garindo. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Purdy setting up that play action. In by George Kittle. And he crosses midfield before going out. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Here's Purdy to throw. It's taken in by Juszczyk. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play.
I remember talking to Jim Harbaugh one time, and Bo Schembechler asked him when he was a head coach, you have a tight end with his hand on the ground? Yes, coach. You have a fullback still on your roster? Yes, coach. Then you're going to be just fine.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They'll run. It's Garindo. And what a hit there. Ouch. She faced the price for moving the chains that time.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Handoff headed right. It's Garindo. Again, he hits the 2nd level. And he's finally taken down at the 7-yard line. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a game down to the 1. 6 yards from there. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Looking to throw, Purdy. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is. He can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
So now, here's 3rd and goal. Garindo. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. No gain on the run, and how about this? It brings up 4th and goal from the 1. Purdy throwing here. And they won't do it. That falls incomplete on 4th down.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped.
Even though that run did not net them a first down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you, I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
And they take him down after just a small gain on the final play of the first. We've finished one quarter in what's still a scoreless game. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from MetLife coming right up. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They're looking at first down here. Now here's Rodgers. He's on the move. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. And that's incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
You know, there's not a lot of tight ends who are true weapons this far down the field. Not a lot of cover guys who can match up with them in terms of size. They tried to get it to him in a spot where he could win it. No connection to be made.
Juke the defender. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great blocking to spring them. Guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
From the 31. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
Rodgers throwing on 3rd down. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. Hard to do better than that. A 66-yard punt. And the 49ers will go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running back sent in motion. Purdy on 1st down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a big play drives them backward. 2nd down coming up. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. And it's the 49ers in a very tough spot on 2nd and long. Another try following the sack. Connection made to Isaac Gurindo.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Third and short. Here's Purdy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Nice work by the defense on that drive, Brock, as it looks like they're going to get off the field here with a 3 and out.
You kept them from generating any sort of momentum to give this drive legs. We know offenses, they got to see the chains move to get it going. That forcible hit knocked the ball loose.
Purdy trying on 4th down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Jets take over after forcing the first turnover of this ball game. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks off the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Dre Greenlaw getting there for the stop. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9. Off play action, Rodgers. Flushed out of the pocket. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Chased out to his right. On the run right, throwing. He's got it inside the 10. They rip off a big chunk of field and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job.
And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Jets get some late points and the lead. Breece Hall with the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Their line has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Return starts from the goal line. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. This ball's caught by McCaffrey. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
From the 32. Continuing to move past the 45. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Purdy throwing here on 1st. He throws a bullet deep to the right. It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Jets are going to return this up beyond the 20 before being tackled. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
They're out and set, 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he almost reaches the 45 before going out. It's a 21-yard gain. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
To the air here on 1st down, Rodgers. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Second and 10 now. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. The Jets take their 1st time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Let's see what they went with on 3rd down. Rodgers will look to throw. He has the 1st over the middle. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Coming right is Hall. He's got to gain a 6 there. Tarvarius Ward brings him down. Timeout called by the Jets. That's their final one. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, it'll really break the backs of the defense.
This will be caught by Adams. And he's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or 2 short of the 25. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page. A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. He's trying to go deep again. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Picked off by DJ Reed. Oh, man, Brock, somebody, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. And he gets to the 25, but not much further before going out. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. From the shotgun, Rodgers. That throw finds Conklin. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. That's caught for the first. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 16 yards on the play. And it'll give the Jets a 1st down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
On 1st down, here comes Hall. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Rodgers here from the gun. Forced out to his right. The right side caught by Wilson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
Just great instincts. Go air out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York 1st down.
A split second, all to keep the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 16. Into the hands of Conklin. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. The Jets have it with a lead to start the 4th, but the win's not secure quite yet. Third and 4 coming up now. To throw, Rodgers. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Devontae Adams, the intended target. And 4th and 4 coming up. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour. And there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. That's complete. Here's Cowie. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. On the give, it's Garindo. And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Purdy setting up that play action. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to get past the 40 before he goes out. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st. Looking to throw, Purdy. It's taken in by Juszczyk. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. It's a gain of 12 there. And it brings up a San Francisco 1st down. Garindo running between the tackles. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. 49ers got to score in a hurry. From the 17. He brings it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Play action now with Purdy. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
We're down inside the final 90 seconds as they line up for the all-important onside kick. The Jets take their 1st time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So with less than a minute and a half to play, they must recover this onside effort. And the Jets are able to recover the kick. Touchdown, New York! The Jets picked up the fumble and ran it home. Garrett Wilson with the touchdown. Zerline on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jets make it a 10-point ball game. What do you think, Brock? Can we get dueling kick return touchdowns, huh? Let's find out. The kick is away. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running back, motioning right. 1st down throw by Purdy. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Jets put together a wonderful return. Gets him back inside the 40 following the interception. Well, Brock, it has been a special day for this defense.